right, lead heads, we are back. Welcome into the Nordic Components Talking Lead podcast. This is episode 177, and we are thankfully back with the great news from the election. I know a lot of you lead heads are happy with the results of how that turned out. I know we are, and we're looking forward to the direction that this country is headed. A lot of good things coming from our new president-elect, I'm sure. And last week our guest was Sean Heron from We Like Shooting, and we had a great time with Sean. We talked about a little bit of everything, so if you guys haven't listened to that show, download that show yet, you need to go back and check it out because it was a fun show. It's always a good time with Sean and the guys over at We Like Shooting. But we had made another announcement last week that we're going to be introducing a new sponsor to the Talking Lead family. And we have the new sponsor here with us, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the CEO of Modern Spartan Systems, Marcus Kahn.
Hey, Marty. Thanks. I appreciate it. Good to be with you guys.
Yeah, man. Good to have you guys back. They were one of our original sponsors back in the day, and they have been doing some revamping of their system, their infrastructure, and they're back. They didn't really go away, but they're coming back in full force now.
Yep. Yeah, we had to do a little bit of internal adjusting and expanded the company, expanded the product line, get a lot more connected, a lot more testing and reviews, and yep, we are back and ready to roll.
Good deal. We are glad to have you guys back. I haven't stopped using your products. You know, as the lead heads know here, once I find a product that I like, whether you're a sponsor or not, I mean, I'm going to use your product. And from day one, once we started using your product back in the day, the copper lead destroyer, obviously the accuracy oil, I was hooked on it, and I've been using it ever since. And I'm glad to have you guys back because it is a product that I do believe in and that I do actually use myself.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, and I'm glad. Usually when people hear about it, they're a little skeptical just because it does literally sound too good to be true, and people don't get all generally excited about chemistry, but our chemistry is different. The results are like dramatically different, and you know, there's the copper lead destroyer, the carbon destroyer, accuracy oil, the grease, you know, and all those products, they work phenomenally, give you the results. So I'm glad you're using it, and testimonial is right from people that they get to play with it regularly.
Yeah, so I built a 300 blackout. We call it the 300 BO, 300 blackout Frankenstein build, because I took it from a lot of different parts from different companies, different manufacturers. The barrel that I used on that, before I put it all together, I was treating it with your oil. Actually, and I don't know, I know you guys don't recommend this, but I actually just soaked it with your oil. It was probably 6 months before I actually started building it. As I was storing the barrel, waiting for it to be built, I just saturated it with your oil and just let it marinate with your oil before I even put it together. But then I went through the break-in process that you guys talk about also, and with that 300 blackout that I built, and it's a tack driver, man. I've got great accuracy.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's the way the molecules work. They're like super magnets, and it's molecular, so they bond into and onto the surface structure of the metal. So what you did, and they're very strong molecules, so can displace other things. So if you let it soak in there like that, most of the bonding happens really quickly, but you're very thoroughly in, and that was a good idea. There's nothing wrong with doing what you did.
Well, I thought for at least it would just protect it from the rust and whatnot while I was waiting for my other parts to come in. But I mean, this isn't a high dollar barrel that I bought for this thing either. I think I got it at what is that company called? I can't remember the name of the company right now, but it was like during Black Friday, which, as leadheads know, that's when I usually buy a lot of my parts, is during Black Friday and Cyber Monday during that time of year, because that's when you get a lot of great deals. But I had bought it. Man, I wish I could remember the name of that company now. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'll think of it here in a minute. But so I got that barrel in, and it was like $120, for the barrel, which was great for a 300 blackout back then because they were really hard to get. It's been about 2 years ago or so. And, I just got it in, I coated it with your oil, and like I said, it was about 6 months or so that it sat in, just marinating in your oil. And then I did another little process with it, which I know you don't, this isn't on your site and you don't recommend this, but I superheated the barrel before I put it on, like 3 times. I superheated it, cooled it, reapplied your oil, superheated it, cooled it, reapplied your oil. And I did that 3 times, just thinking, physics and chemistry and, how your oil works, as far as it bonding to the metal and whatnot. But then I also went through and did the break-in period, and talk about that on what you recommend for the oil for the break-in period of a barrel, a new barrel.
Sure, right, and that's you're thinking outside the box and creative, and that's good. And I don't know, but most people probably don't know, but we have versions of our formulas for other industries, including engines and including manufacturing. And the process you just said for kind of superheating the metal and then applying the accuracy oil, it works. We do that. Even Armalite right now is using that same process and some of the manufacturing cutting tools that they're doing. We told them to do that. And effectively what you're doing is metal will hold moisture and metal expands when it's heated. It's just how the molecules react. So when you are heating something, you're actually pushing out the moisture, and as long as it's clean, you're opening up that metal for the molecules to come in. So by heating and applying, you're just really kind of pushing the available space for the molecules in the accuracy oil to bond in with the metal. So yeah, you're right in tune with that. And that's actually the process that we use on our suppressor shield kit to pre-treat baffles.
Right, which I have that.
Low stick surface.
Yeah, I've got that kit, and I'm waiting for my suppressor to come in if the freaking paperwork would ever get pushed through. So I'm hoping now that the election's
Trump's gonna
over.
help with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping now that the election's over, everybody's going to see start seeing a smoother, as far as the paperwork goes, transaction until he repeals the NFA rule on suppressors, and you can just go and buy a suppressor like you do a box of ammo. I
think he's going to do a lot of good things, and if that information gets to him, actually I know he does. Him and his family are gun people. That was told by Joella Bates, who's friends with the people that make their guns, and they said they're actually big gun guys.
Oh,
people might
cool.
not know that, but so he might be familiar with the problem, or might be easily made aware of the. So all those good things, I think a lot of good things are gonna happen.
Especially the national carry reciprocity. Have you heard about that?
I know a little bit, but tell me a little more. I like learning.
Well, it's just kind of new too, and I'm just I'd heard talk, mention of it. I don't know what the time frame is or the priority is, but basically just making carry legal throughout the United States. If you've got your permit, then it's good in any state.
Hey, if they can do that with marriages and other things, why not be able to do it for guns, right?
Might as well, yeah, absolutely.
So, but you had asked about the conditioning process.
Yeah, so squirrel. We saw a squirrel, but we're back on track now. So.
That's right. I chase squirrels. It's actually super easy to do. It's an easy thing to do, and I tell people there's no real wrong way to use our product. So it's going to work. The cleaners are going to clean, and lubricants are going to do their thing. But there's like an optimum way to do it. So we have our conditioning protocol. I believe I got it online in the question and answer section, and I can email it to people and all that. But it's easy. All you do is you want to super clean everything in a gun. Everything that's metal should have the products in it. So you want to super clean everything. The carbon destroyer particularly is gonna penetrate and yank out carbon and dirt. And whatever you're cleaning with now, and you think it's clean, you use that first, and then you put the carbon destroyer on. What you'll see and let it sit. Chemistry takes a little bit of time, not too much, 2-3 minutes or whatever, and you'll see more gunk coming out of the metal. It's because it's carbon penetrates into the small spots in the metal, and our stuff is reaching in and yanking it out. So anyway, you're gonna super clean the metal with that. If you need the copper lead cleaner too, people love that one. So anyhow, get nice clean gun, and now you want to protect and lubricate, and so you can put the molecules onto the formula, onto all the metal parts, on the gun, even on the outside. You can do that, but particularly the barrel. So what we're trying to do is we're going to really load the molecules into the barrel. So what you do is you patch it in. You shoot maybe 3 rounds, so maybe 4 or 5 rounds, and then you repatch. You don't need to clean it. Just repatch, shoot, repatch, shoot, repatch, shoot. So you're getting 3 shots or so, and then you're repatching, and you do that like a total of about 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
And by then you're really fully loading the molecules into the barrel and the metal. And I would say it'll get like a little bit better over more time, a little more season, but you're probably 90% of the way there. And what you would see if you're really focusing on, you want to see if it is making your gun more accurate, is you watch your shots between your first set of shots, second, third, fourth, and fifth. By the time you get to the fifth, you should see more accuracy in the barrel. And it's not people have a hard time with that. It's really not a big deal. You're taking out 90% of the friction, which is what we do. We're removing friction. If you're taking out 90%, the bullets are going to come out of the barrel different. Just that simple.
Yeah, but it's not going to affect
like you normally would.
It's not going to affect the twist rate or anything like that.
No. It's just optimizing the metal. It's going to make it exactly how the people that design the guns and with the twist rate, all the engineering in there, it's just going to make it better. That's all. That's all it's doing.
Now you guys have videos that show this, and then it shows the accuracy, and it backs up the claims that you make with your products. You've got is it a YouTube channel that people can go to and watch these videos?
Yeah, just get YouTube, Modern Spartan Systems, and then so people go onto social media and things like that, and there's always new people making videos. And I know one of our competition shooters, Chesterant, he did a video with using our cleaner in ultrasonic, and we got to put that out there. I don't think it's out there yet, but they're just like thrilled with how quick and how well it performed on that. So there's always like new videos coming out and more people doing things, and lots of testimonials. Yeah,
and I know our 3-gunner, Casey Griggs, has been using your product as well, and he's very pleased with it.
Casey's awesome.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He got on board once he's seen what it did. He tried it, and he just loves it. The proof is in the pudding, and he's like a really honest guy, and he'll say exactly.
Oh yeah, he doesn't pull any punches. He'll let you know exactly what he thinks about something.
Yep.
Now you were alluding earlier that you have some automotive products as well, and you sent me. Is it the TVT? Is that what it is?
Yep. Yeah, TVT, green engine additive, which of course is more than just engine. It goes into other components in a vehicle, including even like the fuel system and differentials and anything with axles. You just can't put it in like a wet clutch, or you can't put it into an automatic transmission. But,
right.
Same thing. It conditions the metal. It cleans it out, protects it, and drops that friction. So you'll just when you put it in your vehicle, you'll love it. A lot of things are like placebo effect. This is it actually legitimately is doing stuff to the metal, just like it does with guns. I'm
testing that out right now. I actually I put it in a while back, probably about 2-3 weeks ago, but I had some issues with my application, so I've redone it now, and I'm testing it out on the lead sled, everybody, and we'll see how that works. Everybody knows the lead sled's it's a 97 Yukon. That the thing's a tank. It just runs and runs and runs. I've got about 300,000 miles on that sucker now, but it's been running a little sluggish lately. So I thought we could try the TVT, and I put it in the oil. I put it in the gas tank as well. And you and I were talking yesterday, or day before yesterday, and I guess that's when I did. So about 2 days ago, I put it in there. And we'll start measuring and see what it does. I know the first thing that I'm probably going to notice is it had some real bad knocks and pings and engine noises. So we'll see if it eliminates that first off. That'd be kind of the first telltale, wouldn't it?
Yeah. A lot of times people. It's good for all vehicles, but if it's something older like that, that's a good old tank. It's probably got some wear issues and some good friction going on and some stuff built up in it. So like one of the first things people notice is like, wow, it quieted the engine. And we've had people that have those kind of pings and knocks and stuff, and sometimes they've had it for a long time, and they put it in, and after a little while, the noises subside. So
yeah,
you can usually hear it, feel it, and look at RPMs and temperature gauges, and engines should run a little bit cooler and all that type of stuff. Fuel efficiency.
Very cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Marcus back on the show, and we're going to get to learn more about him, the history of the company, and we'll talk more about their other products. But in the meantime, you guys can go to modernspartansystems.com and check out all the products that they have there, the Spartan Accuracy Oil, the Crystal Clear, the Carbon Destroyer, and then the TVT engine oil additive that we've been talking about. They've got swag there. You have your T-shirts and stuff online?
We've got some T-shirts there. I hope our inventory is good enough. We do have we got black T-shirts with a white logo and white T-shirts with a black logo, and we get some posters and stickers and all those kind of fun things.
Very cool. And coming up, we're going to have and they can call in to do this, but they're in the process of setting up a discount code for you lead heads, and it's going to be the standard, hopefully lead head, but they're working it out, and hopefully they're going to have that done by Black Friday. But in the meantime, if you guys want to just call them and let them know that you're a lead head, they're going to set you up with a cool Talking Lead discount.
Yep, we will do that. Yeah, for now they can call up, and hopefully we'll get the computer guys to get the lead head coupon code for Black Friday for sure.
Very cool. And speaking of Black Friday, guys, I am planning on having a special edition bonus Black Friday edition like we did last year, announcing some cool partner, sponsor, friends of the show, Black Friday, Cyber Monday specials that they're going to be having. So make sure that you check your download source wherever you go, iTunes, Stitcher, our website. Check social media because I'll be posting there. But that show will be released on Thanksgiving Day. So the day before Black Friday and then leading into the Cyber Monday. Hopefully I'll get that show done. I mean, we're looking for enough people to participate. A lot of people don't want to let you know about their stuff until the day of, but I'm promising everybody I'm not going to release their info until, Thanksgiving Day at least, because everybody needs at least a day to plan their shopping habits for the next couple of days for those sales. And you guys are planning on doing something. If not, then the Leadhead discount code will definitely apply. Is that correct?
Yeah, it'll work. It'll work with us. We'll make sure that they can get it.
All right, there you go. Well, Marcus, thank you so much for being on the show with us, and we're looking forward to the dedicated episode with you guys where we're going to learn more background about your company and yourself, and maybe you'll have one of your guys on with you.
Yep.
Justin. I'm alluding to Justin.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of Justin. He was at deployment. He was deployed for almost a year over in Iraq and in Qatar, and came back. Has been dealing with some stuff, but he's hopefully coming back on board, fully on board with us. So awesome!
Looking forward to talking to him again. It's been a while since we've talked.
Yeah, I know he likes you guys too. So yeah, I appreciate you bringing me on. I'm grateful that we're sponsors, and grateful that we get a new president-elect that's going to help our country most of all, but also help our industry.
That's right. That's right. All right, Leadheads, we will be right back. Nordic Components is an American-owned manufacturing company proud to produce quality products right here in the USA. As a company, we continually invest in our manufacturing capabilities to ensure that all of our products are the highest quality and most efficiently produced parts available. The Nordic Components business consists of two segments, manufacturing and sales. Our manufacturing business works to provide custom machine components for a variety of applications, with our specialty being firearm components. The sales business produces lines of branded firearm accessories to enhance and elevate the shooting experience. We are a company owned and operated by individuals devoted to shooting sports, and many of us shoot competitively. We attend and sponsor a number of events around the country each year where we listen to you, the consumer, and are proud to say that all of our firearm components are a direct result of your input. As a firearms accessory provider, our aim is simple: provides shooting enthusiasts with innovative products of uncompromising performance and reliability. Nordic Components. Check us out at nordiccomp.com. All right, leadheads, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into our interviews with Big 3 East Fall coverage. And this one, we're going to have Sven with Manticore Arms. We're going to have Jared and Jerry, the guys from Triumph Systems, which they've been on the show before. Also joining us for this interview will be our good buddy Tony Lambraia with UTM, Ultimate Training Munitions, and Kevin Landers with Gear and Gun Reviews. He's got a great YouTube channel, so you guys make sure you check him out and support Kevin over at Gear and Gun Reviews. So here we go, leadheads. Enjoy.
Just need to build a track of every time somebody said that.
Is there any
edit that out?
Yeah. Like, are there any don'ts?
No, no.
Okay.
No, this is.
Are you an adult channel?
I try to keep a PG rating,
Cool.
so if there are curse words, I'll go through and I'll but that's fine. I mean, be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't try to filter yourself.
Sucker.
It's like Mookie says, don't edit anything I say. Put that shit out there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
0 given.
0. All right, guys, we are back at the Big 3 East Fall Edition 2016. And, man, we got a room full of people here. So let's just go around the table and everybody introduce themselves.
This is Sven from Manticore Arms.
Sven?
Yes, Sven.
Fucking A, I love that name.
If you're old enough, it'd be like the dude who was on late night TV, Sven Gulli. If you're younger, I guess it's like a reindeer. That's what I hear these days.
Is that like Swedish names?
That is
Sven?
Swedish.
Oh, that's right.
Smoking a pancake?
Sven is
That's right.
Sven is the reindeer off Frozen, right?
That's right. I hear that a lot.
I haven't seen that yet.
I got a cop out of
I
it.
have no kids, so I
got-
don't usually watch those.
I don't either, but I have a wife who's very immature. So
See, I've got 2 daughters, so it's kind of those
She's
things
going to
like
hear this.
every
She's going
Saturday.
to kick you in the nuts.
only if I tell her about it.
And then next we have our good buddy from Triumph Systems.
Jerry Abear, Director of Sales, Triumph Systems.
And I'm Jared Ogden, and this is kind of awkward because Jerry and I are sharing a microphone.
Yeah, so we got a room full. They're having to share a mic.
That's
and
okay, though.
Just-
We'll make it work.
Just like alternate so you guys don't end up doing an inadvertent kiss, you know?
Yeah, that would be awkward.
A beard rub, you know?
That would be weird.
I got the phone ready.
That would be.
If it goes down, I'm taking a picture.
There you go.
Instagram.
Just grab it. When you're ready to say something, just grab that mic and then just
give it a twist.
give
Keep saying unintentional, but the look in their
Put
eyes
that
says it
up.
all.
you know, like
It's a
you
good thing
own
this is a
it.
podcast, no video.
That's right.
We are wearing the same beard oil.
This is true.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What beard oil are you guys rocking?
Whatever his wife gave him for
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys need to check out the Fat Bottom Beard Company.
Okay.
Fat Bottom Beard Company. Just Google that. It's on Instagram, Facebook, all that. Our good buddy AK just started his company, and it's like he's got all the beard products to make your beard.
I have to say, your beard is pretty on point.
Thanks, man. It's been 5 months. It takes me a while to grow facial hair, so that's why I'm so reluctant to cut it. You know,
It's a commitment.
it is. But I think before shot, I'm going to lose it.
Are you?
I'm losing the
Really?
beard before shot. Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah. It's just
Too
too much
much?
maintenance. Well, that and you eat and you get hair in your freaking food. You know.
I've got
That's
to
called
constantly
leftovers?
Trim my mustache
Yeah.
to keep the unintentional flossing at a minimum.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always pulling little hairs out. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't like that. You know? And then to get in your peanut butter and you're eating peanut, it just,
And then it sticks. It gets crusty. People look
yeah,
at you weird.
yeah.
Man, that can be awkward.
It can be. It
Yeah.
can be. All right, next,
What's up, guys? I'm Kevin from Gear and Gun Reviews.
the gear and gun reviews guy, Kevin. Welcome in, buddy.
Thanks,
I feel,
brother.
I feel a little bit left out because I didn't get past the, my name is Jared Ogden and we're sharing a mic.
And you're sharing a mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got sidetracked.
Well, what's the rest?
That
What's
was-
the
that
rest?
was-
What's the
that's
rest?
your fault.
The rest is I'm a high school graduate.
But you've been on the show before, so everybody knows you.
Yeah, I've been on the show
You know,
before. Last
our-
Big Three, I think.
Last Big Three, that's
Yep.
right.
Yep,
yeah.
in the spring.
But we just saw each other at the IV 888 YouTube range
That
day.
was a fun one.
It was, and we're going to have videos of that. So the videos will probably be out before this podcast, but who knows the way I edit. So it may be next year before I get those videos out. But actually, I've got to do videos of you guys here because I didn't get to do videos of you there.
Yep.
So,
Fail.
and we've only got like today, maybe.
Yeah. We got
Yeah.
that storm coming.
You
So-
should have tomorrow.
I hope
Not
so.
probably till about 2 p.m. Maybe.
And
Maybe.
anybody notice that hurricane means balls hot, no wind, and just humid as hell? It's
Welcome
unbelievable.
to Florida.
Humid
This
as
is-
fuck. Yeah.
Oh, the only thing that's notable is nobody could find bottled water today. I mean, that's the only sign there's a hurricane.
I was about to say I got 3
On
cases
my way
at
to-
my house in Orlando right
On
now.
my way to from Tampa over here, I stopped and got 2 cases of water. So if you guys need water, I got water.
Nice.
Yep. So
Is beer an acceptable substitute?
I think so because I had plenty
It's-
of that last night.
Hurricane party, man. That's what
There
Florida
we go.
does, man. We drink every amount of liquor and eat all the food in your fridge,
Yeah.
and that's what you do before the hurricane hits. And then you're literally drunk as shit when the hurricane's hitting. You just don't care.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
welcome
Ride
to
it
Florida
out.
life, brother.
So on that note, we are hosting a party tonight.
Sweet.
Jerry,
And by the time you guys hear this, we will have already partied.
we will have already partied. But Jerry is a Cajun, so the theme of the party tonight is Cajun before chaos.
Cajun before
So Marty,
chaos.
I like it. I
Hell,
like
It's at
it.
the Event Hotel.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
are you
I'm down.
grilling?
Awesome.
I'm
Are you
down.
are you busting out the
We're
grill?
grilling boudin. We're grilling andouille sausage. We got a little pork sausage.
He said pork
I
sausage.
said pork sausage.
The
But
sausage.
The big call would be the
I know
boudin.
that stuff y'all did last year was awesome.
Oh,
is
that shit was
is that what it
amazing.
Same
is?
stuff again. Same.
Oh,
Yes. Love that. So,
whiskey
we're down
and
with
food.
that.
I'm
And
happy.
Cajun food.
I know, right? And
No
he does
less.
some good Cajun food.
And we're
doesn't
not
he?
even in New Orleans.
He
That's
brought
right.
New Orleans with him.
That's the
brought-
great part
brought
of
New
it.
Orleans with us.
Hells yeah. So Sven, tell
Yes.
us about your company.
Wait, did Jared finish up what he was from? Minus a
Oh,
high
I'm
school
sorry, Jared.
graduate?
I'm sorry,
I'm
Jared.
pretty much done. I mean,
High
it pretty much
school-
gets boring after high
used-
school graduate.
Used to go and
Oh wait, so
Shoot
the
long
so,
walks
yeah,
in the
I mean,
park and
He had long swims. He was a big swimmer.
yeah,
big swimmer.
and you know he just protected our freedoms here in America that everybody enjoys.
Come on, you
know.
can
Spent-
gloat. You can gloat a little bit.
So
put his life on the line for us, laymen.
So former Navy SEAL turned accidental businessman, which is a perfect segue into Triumph Systems. We'll talk about later.
Yeah.
It's the greatest
Awesome.
transition ever.
And then you guys have some new things that you're going to talk about, right? With the Triumph systems. So
We have some new developments. Yes.
yes. Is that something we can talk about?
Yeah, we can talk about certain new developments.
Hells yeah.
Yep.
Hells yeah. So we're gonna roll over to Triumph after we hear about Sven.
I'm really excited to hear
It's
about
one of the
Triumph.
greatest names. It's
All right. Well, let's hear about Triumph. Let's do it. He's deferring to you, my brother.
Ooh.
Go ahead, Jared. You seem left out. So
Oh,
Well,
damn.
I feel very included now. Thanks, guys. Thank you. So since 6 months ago, actually within the past 2 months, we have started selling product. So as a small business owner, it's a tremendous feeling to go from spending money to making
to
money,
actually recouping some.
to recouping some. Yep. We've got about dealers, about 75 dealers?
About 75 dealers right now.
Yeah, in 2 months.
Awesome.
And,
Damn, that's
we
great.
just signed, our biggest chain to date, and they're about 75 doors. So if
Where are they
that's-
at?
They're out of the Northwest by Mart.
Okay.
Oh, you want Bi-Mart?
Yes.
Damn.
So if that trial goes well, we will double our dealers.
Awesome.
And so from a sales perspective, things are going good. The market is really meeting our product with tremendous enthusiasm, and
As well it should. I mean, you guys have the most awesome non-steel targets, ex-steel targets, best AR-500 targets there are. But you guys have the popper packs. What do you call them?
Pop packs. Those are the
Pop packs. Yeah, the pop packs, and then you've got the I'm going to screw this up, but the silhouette targets that have the little packs in it too, where they
Those
bleed.
those are the threat down targets.
Down silhouette targets. Yes, those are awesome. I love those. We shot them at the IV-888, and you had the zombie and you had the Osama bin Zombie.
We have the terrorist. We've got the zombie. We also make them in humanoid. And then we've got the
Great word.
Then
So-
we've got for the hunters. We've got the ethical harvest, which is a deer abdomen.
Like hemorrhoid, humanoid.
Come on, humanoid is one of those great words.
It depends on how you shoot it. I guess to say. It doesn't bleed below the chest, really. So I don't know if you want to call that a hemorrhoid or not. But the humanoid target, we do have that ethical harvest, which is for our hunters, and
Right.
that does make a big difference. We've been shooting most of the range days we've been shooting them at have been close range, but I like the humanoid or the ethical harvest because I can't see holes in targets at 300 yards. I've got a good optic on my rifle. You put that down at 300 yards, you're doping in your deer rifle before hunting season, you can see that thing bleed. So it's a big help for me. My eyesight's not what it used to be.
And it's just fun.
A lot of fun.
It's just fun to shoot
Nice
the thing
getting the
and watch the
feedback,
thing just getting
So I had
red,
a-
white, and blue.
So I had an idea, and Jared and I talked about this too, is they had that can launcher at Iraq Vet. It was an X Products, is that?
That's it.
Yeah, the cannon.
I love that thing.
The can cannon.
That thing's awesome.
You guys need to have one of your packs in there that will, like when it hits, it'll.
So I think we could probably set that up, just stuff newspaper in there first and use that as wadding.
Yeah.
And then throw a pop pack on top of that. And I think it would work, and that would be a lot of fun with the shotgun.
It's like a paint grenade.
Yeah.
It'd basically be a paint grenade.
Make it rain gel.
The rain gel, yeah. The rainbow.
Yep.
So talk about, we talked about the silhouette target. Talk about the pop packs. We didn't really talk about them.
Well, so just real quick, going back to the threat down targets, especially the threat down terrorist, the different organs have different colored gel. Lungs are blue, heart and brain is red. So in particular with the terrorist, the more you shoot and the more visual feedback you get, and it's all red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue.
The more patriotic you are.
So what you're saying is the more I kill a terrorist, the more patriotic I am.
Yes.
Oh my God. That's
given,
what I'm
I
talking
think.
about. Freaking America.
America. Love it. Now, and I want to talk about your spinning targets too.
Okay. You want to start with pop packs?
Let's do the pop packs and then we'll get to the spinning targets, yeah.
So the pop packs, they are...
For those who didn't catch the first show you were on, yeah, let's fill them in.
Okay, sure. So pop packs, it's kind of a Gusticid plastic bag with gel in it, and it has different colors of gel. It has different shapes and different numbers. So you buy them in a carton of 12,
right?
And you set them up downrange, and a lot of different applications for them. One of the more common applications is to do what's called a call-out drill. Mm-hmm. So you've got a row of shooters, and then you've got someone calling out variables.
Right.
So I might call out, for example, yellow square 1, and so the shooters on the line are going to race to positively identify that yellow square 1, and then engage it.
Right.
Now, the difference between doing this drill on paper and doing this with pop packs and the training scar that is mitigated is that when you do this drill on paper, you know in advance if you're going to shoot it one time or two times because the person doing the call-outs is going to let the shooters know.
Right.
So you're doing this drill, you're doing it with a lot of repetition. You're stressed out because you don't know the course of fire, mm-hmm. and you also, you're competing, so you're stressed out for those two reasons. And when you do something under those conditions, a lot of times you are building muscle memory.
Right.
And muscle
That's
memory.
the whole point in doing that, yeah.
Right. And muscle memory leads to instinct, and instinct is the ability to make the right decision before you can articulate how you arrived at that. So the training scar that this mitigates is you're going to shoot the pop pack until it is fully neutralized, just like in a gunfight. So you don't know if you're going to put that target down in one shot mm-hmm. or 5 shots. If you hit it on the side, it's just going to ooze. If you hit it on the top, it's just going to ooze. You've got to hit it dead center of mass, and you will get that big visual
the big
feedback.
Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all of our products, they're geared
to... So you could shoot, theoretically, you could shoot one of those multiple times before you actually get the big pop.
Precisely.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So they're not just one and done.
Right.
Unless you...
They can be.
Could be.
If you first shot, if you hit a center mass...
dead-eye dick.
Yeah, exactly.
You put a 9mm hard point and it blows it to pieces.
Yes.
Who's the people that's got that ammo with the little corkscrew looking...
Polycase.
Yeah. One of those. Have you shot them with that yet?
Pure carnage.
You're making that gesture, and I'm thinking, is it titty twister ammo?
The titty twister ammo? Damn, that's a company right there.
I actually have a personal story about these pop packs because I got a couple from them from the spring big 3.
Right.
And I took them out, and I've got friends that my wife is in the medical field now, and there's a lot of very not so gun friendly people in the medical world.
Sure.
And a couple of them wanted to learn how to shoot guns after the Orlando thing and everything, and I took them out and I took out the pop packs. Mm-hmm. You will never be. I'd never seen people get so excited to shoot a gun they had never shot before because she's tiny. She's like 5'1". She might be 100 pounds soaking wet.
Right.
And I've got her on a Glock 17, just plinking targets.
Yeah.
And we put up a couple pop packs. She goes, "Can I have all the pink ones?" I said, "Sure." Put all the pink ones up, and she just starts hammering them, and they're just exploding it. And she came back and she's like, "I'm so happy right now," and it was awesome. So as a trainer, it's great.
It's a great point you make right there. Is that's another tool that we as 2A proponents trying to bring new people into it to make it fun and show them that this is obviously it's very responsible, it's very serious, but it can be fun also. And this is one of the ways to do it is with the Triumph Systems targets that you guys have.
They kind of, kids, they don't like taking vitamins unless it's Fred Flintstone.
Right.
Yeah. So
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, or something like that. So we kind of have the Fred Flintstone vitamin effect in that kids like those vitamins because they're fun and they taste good. Well, if you enjoy doing something, you're going to do it more. So that's kind of the effect that you're talking about.
Yeah.
With the young doctor or medical professional that you were out there training with.
Absolutely.
No, it was great, and I've had kids out there. Like I've had family friends that want their kids to learn how to shoot and stuff like that. And I'll take them out here to Big 3.
Yeah.
And just bring them out here and pop some of those pop packs on some steel.
Yeah. Just
tape them up, let them shoot them, and they just love it.
It's a great neutral target to shoot. Where some people are, they don't like the silhouette targets or, in the shape of people or anything like that. But
at the same time, though, like there's plenty of paper and just round bullseye targets, stuff like that. But those only get fun after you get frustrated because you're not hitting the X-ring every single time. But with the pop packs, if you hit that thing anywhere close in the center, it's just a joyous rain of gel.
It's like the steel targets where you get an instant.
Oh, I love that.
An instant recognition of what you're doing with your other than paper. It's
you don't need to hit within an inch circle. You just need to hit the target, and you still got a good hit, fist size hit.
So these are good.
And sometimes you get it on you, and I love that too. Which it's environmentally safe.
Yes. And it will wash away. It leaves a mess down below, but it will wash away and. Yeah. Are you going to hose it down and whatnot? So ants like to actually eat that stuff too. So
clean it up because you don't want ants.
These are great. These are great additives for steel. I mean, you're getting that audible report when you shoot steel. Mm-hmm. There is nothing like. I love to shoot steel, but let's face it, some of the silhouettes are very, very large. Round in the side of steel, you'll still get that audible verification that you hit the target. Mm-hmm. If you don't hit it where you need to, it's not going to make that threat go away. Yep. So we want to train with accuracy as well as, and like I said, the fun to boot. So it's a benefit for everything like that.
Very visual,
And the nice thing too is the one thing I do like about the pop packs is because they have that the plastic package that they come in. You don't have to do anything. You literally pull these things out, take some duct tape or something, smack it to a steel target. You can put it on any existing
target. You can put it on a steel target, so you can get the visual and you can get the audible recognition.
I've done that multiple times, and I love it.
So we do have ranges that have active shoot houses buying these to reset the silhouettes inside their shoot houses.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Because that really takes a long time. So if you're training 3-4 teams and you're trying to go one after the other, you can walk through with little plastic S-hooks and hook them right over the silhouette.
Yeah.
And that way, and I'll tell you this, the big benefit for that is team number 2, number 3, number 4, when they enter that house, they know if you've engaged that target.
Yeah.
And if you just hit the edge or the corner and you really didn't get the burst out of the bag, those guys can re-engage. But how many times have you walked into a shoot house behind somebody and you don't know if they actively...
Yeah, especially if it's dark and you're shooting paper and you just, you get like a little 223 hole or 9mm hole and you're trying to do the walkthrough. But if you get that big pow of that pop going on, that bag going apart, it's like, okay, he's down, I'm moving to my next one.
Move your next one. And, most of the time when I've done shoot house training, it's been, okay, I'm number 2 guy, I'm taking everything on the right.
Yep.
Or the first guy's taking everything on the left. Well, that's not realistic anyway. So, I mean, let's face it, if you're the first man through the breach, you're going to be engaging targets that present themselves to you.
Oh, yeah.
And whether you take them or not, if your team member 2 is coming through quick, he's going to notice. So he may be sweeping right or left or wherever, but he'll know whether or not that first guy's taking it in. So it is kind of a neat way, and then you can walk through and really just pop these things back on there, and you've reset the shoot house in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, you're doing a lot more time as engaging targets in training versus resetting the training environment.
That's correct. So our Cadillac model, the pivotal trainer unit, that has its place in shoot houses as well.
This is for your more serious.
This unit was obviously it's very mobile. It weighs 13.5 pounds. 14.5 pounds. Yeah. So it's very, very mobile.
Extremely lightweight.
You can mount it on just about anything. In fact, here, Big 3 East, we just gave our presentation. While Jared was giving the pitch, I walked up and drilled one into a 2x4 that we had mounted on the ceiling.
Cool.
And so you can put these just about anywhere you want to. One of the best things about this, and if you don't know what the system is, it's designed to give you a threat and no threat scenario. And obviously,
this is a mechanical target.
Yeah. You can actually go to Gear and Gun Reviews on YouTube and watch the video.
There you go.
It runs off a battery, so it comes with a target that's one side is a threat, one side is a no threat. So the anticipation of what that's going to be is where the training is, where it falls in as far as your training goes. You don't know whether you're going to be approached by a threat or no threat. So we need to practice that way. We need to train that way. That's the way it will come on to us. Let's face it, most threats aren't threats until the very last moment. And so this system, once you put it on random, you don't know what it's going to give you.
Kind of like those clowns that are popping up.
Oh, God.
That is disturbing.
It is. It's weird. We're trying to figure out what the whole... Has anybody figured out what
I think it was a bunch of kids that started it off, and it kind of took off.
Just kind of went viral kind of thing.
Yeah, it's super annoying.
Somebody's been shot. There's been a couple of people been shot. A couple of clowns have been shot over this. But anyway,
Jared shot all of them.
I got off subject there. But.
Ronald McDonald will not be coming out.
Ronald McDonald is staying in the house for a while. Yeah.
Ronald sitting home eating a Big Mac going, no
Bozo
way.
The Clown. Is Bozo still around? You guys remember Bozo the Clown?
Oh, yeah. He's been gone, though. That's an old show.
Oh, man.
You're showing your age,
man. I grew
man.
up with Bozo the Clown, man. He was out of Chicago or something like that.
Yeah, it's right around where I grew up. So
yeah, I love
the Bozo buckets and... I don't know. There was other
Didn't
stuff.
They have a game show? They had a game show, right?
Yeah, the Bozo buckets.
Yeah.
And if you got all 7 buckets, you'd win a bike or something.
I'm like everybody else, though. If I see a clown where a clown's not supposed to be,
it's weird.
Context.
It's like clowns are supposed to be at certain McDonald's. You expect to see a clown there.
The circus,
maybe a little kids party or something like that.
Not the fans with no windows.
But not out in the woods. Just a clown, and that plays to people's irrational fears.
I think we need to come out with a threat down clown.
Oh my gosh! Yes, please do that.
And the colors have to be neon bright.
They need to be like red, yellow, and blue.
You can do the nose.
And like the nose is red.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
That would be awesome. Yes.
So by the
clown pack,
this pivotal trainer,
it's multicolored,
is awesome.
So is it programmable? Let's talk about that.
So yeah, the essence of the pivotal trainer is it's a mobile turning target system. There's 2 modes of operation. One mode is manual mode, where the end user controls when and which way it turns. And there's also automatic mode. In automatic mode, you first select if you're going to train from the holster or duty position, or if you're going to train from the ready position. And then from there, you select how long you want the target to present itself when it does turn. So starting at 1.5 seconds, and then it goes up from there. Okay. So those are the 2 modes of operation that cover, most different types of training scenarios that you would encounter, whether you're CCW, training to protect your castle or your family, or you are law enforcement and you're doing house runs or just static work on the range.
Right on.
The battery life on these things run for about 10 to 12 hours. Mm-hmm. In fact, we've run them almost at every show we've been at. We've turned them on in the morning and they run.
What kind of batteries are we running here?
It's like an RC car battery. It's rechargeable.
Okay, rechargeable.
If it dies, I've never had a unit die on me, and I've run a unit for my demo unit for over 1,000 hours so far. I'll plug it in at night or whatever. But if it does die, you can just plug it in the wall and operate it off wall power.
Cool. Very cool.
And
it only weighs 13 pounds.
Yes.
So women, it would be a great target for the women trainer out there that they don't want to, lug around the big AR 500.
Well, this is a good story. My wife, she won't draw from her purse at the gun range. She feels like she is a danger to other people because she just doesn't do it well.
Yeah.
So I set the unit up in the garage. She goes in there with an empty gun. She carries her revolver in her purse, but She doesn't want to shoot through her purse either because we pay too much damn money for that thing. So she wants to draw it out, but she won't do it at the range. And you've got to train, or you're not going to do it for real. So I'll set it up in the garage. I'll turn it on, and she'll just sit out there and dry fire drill.
What's the shoot life of your target?
Well, it depends on how good you are. But I mean, we've had, I don't know, how many rounds have we had through?
Well, typically in between, iterations, you're going to go downrange and you're going to put pasties up over the bullet holes. So you have that as an option, but at the end of the day, you're shooting a piece of cardboard. So, most people that shoot turning target systems are familiar with, have extra cardboard, have spray adhesive, and have a stack of no threat targets.
Right.
So just replace them as needed. And then the frame itself, extruded nylon, very inexpensive, very lightweight, very durable, but it's the same exact dimensions as a 2x2.
Okay.
So here's the deal. If it's downrange, it's going to get shot. That frame is going to get shot. You can, when it does, you can go to your garage or go to Lowe's, grab a 2x2, cut it to length, and keep training.
There you go.
Same thing with the target hanger. It is the same exact dimensions as standard 7/8" PVC. So again, very easy to replace. The clips that you attach the target to, again, very replaceable. I don't even use clips anymore. I just punch 2 holes through the cardboard with my knife, and I run zip ties through it.
There you go.
And honestly, that's good to go.
The hobo fix.
Wait, you mean you're a company
that's the Navy SEAL fix.
Navy SEAL fix.
Man, we are unorthodox in how we fix stuff. We think outside the box.
You adapt.
So
We revise and overcome.
So here's a crazy thing. So we've been in the gun industry for quite a while now.
Yep.
And how many companies will make a proprietary system where you have to go back and buy their piece?
Stuff. Yeah.
And now you have a company that's sort of like, just go to Home Depot. You're fine.
Yeah.
It's awesome to know.
What's more important? What's most important is that people train. It's our right to bear arms. If you choose to do so, whether it's your profession or your preference, you got to train. You're responsible for every single round discharged from that firearm.
Absolutely.
So you have to train. Training is perishable.
Train. And you brought up a good point when you said that, your wife, she felt like she was a danger to people at the range and maybe not comfortable at this point, with her firearm. Using her real gun, but you could use some of these training systems. Like UTM has training rounds that, are safe to use in your house. They could use that with your target, or the what's the laser?
It's the SRT. I was just about to say the SRT pistol, the Glock pistol ones. Those things are awesome.
Mike, what's his name?
Oh, he was the Top Shot dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his last name? He's been on the show. It's not
Hughes. No, not
Mike
Hughes.
Yeah.
Is it Hughes? Yeah, Mike Hughes.
Yeah, Hughes SRT system. It's a laser thing, and your system's not dependent on hitting the target. It's just it's a time thing, or somebody else is doing it. Right.
We've set this up in our hallway, like around from our bedroom, and I've got a SIRT gun at the house. And other than the fact that it makes my Jack Russell go crazy,
jump on the target.
Give me that dot. My wife does do that, and I've taught her how to laze the walls just so she knows that if there's somebody in the house, they know that she's got a weapon at night. So, like, I'm out of town right now, so she's lazing
the walls.
Well, she just wants people to know, because
do not go to that house.
We want people to leave. We want an intruder to leave. I don't know that she actually wants to shoot somebody, but
Clowns
the fact is,
beware.
She is practicing, and so we'll set up a pivotal trainer on the second floor, and she'll practice coming out of the hallway.
Right.
She's not pine doors yet, but she'll get there pretty soon.
But the point is, you can actually, doing house clearing scenarios in your own house, you could set the targets up to where bad guys are, good guys are, and as you're going through, and there are other alternative, I don't want to say firearms, but tools for training that you can use that are safe indoors.
I was with the U.S. Marshals 2 weeks ago. They had me set up a shoot house scenario with 8 of these inside. I was also using the threat down targets. Those both work with Munitions.
Right. And I said UTM. That's a simunition.
Yeah,
they're not simunition, but they'll kick my ass for saying
well,
it.
Well, no, but but those work with these targets, and they most likely. I haven't shot the UTMs, so we're going to try that today.
Oh, it's
on
great.
Downs, but
great stuff. Yeah.
The fact is that they can use these different tools, and what was funny to me is I was following the teams, the Marshal teams and these were their task force teams, and they could hear the motors running, and they knew there was a motor in that room. In fact, we put some motors in the hallways without any targets on them, just to fake them out.
That's awesome.
And I could see I could see the anticipation in their shoulders. You could see them. They knew, but of course they didn't know whether it was a threat or no threat. And when they would pie into a room, I could see I wasn't right on top of them, because they work in teams of like 8. It's a lot of people to pie through a door, but I could see how stressed out they were. So we were helping them train for that. And the reality is, when they're doing that in real life, those guys they're stressed out pretty heavy duty. So we're trying to help them train that way.
It's like Jared was saying, it's all in the muscle memory. That's why they train, is when they get in that stressful situation, then, the smart muscles kick in and do what they're trained to do.
It's a great training tool.
Hells yeah.
I do love it.
Now, you were talking about you've got some new things on the horizon.
You want to talk about some
treats?
Well, the new developments that I was going to mention, just the fact that we're on the market, and we are in about 75 dealers right now.
Yeah.
That's growing week after week. And so that's a huge development for a small company.
Man. Especially just starting out like you guys are.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, we've accomplished that in 2 months, and things are looking good. But beyond that, we've got some product evolution that is that we're looking at right now for existing products.
Yeah, can you give us a little
like
hint?
Maybe the thread down clown? That might be an
thread down
example.
clown?
That would be amazing.
You heard it first here, and that was conceived here on Talking
That
Lead.
is true.
The Talking Lead thread down clown.
There it is.
There you go.
Copyright it.
No, that's theirs. It's theirs. They can run with it.
Sorry. But beyond that, we've got some new products that are going to be released in 2017. Unfortunately, I can't go into too much.
Oh man, you big tease
about that. But Marty,
yes sir.
How about this? I'll call you and we'll
do an
this,
exclusive.
We'll do
because
this again.
This is the show for exclusives.
And
Talking Lead, baby.
And you got the exclusive. When we can talk about the new products in 2017, you're the first that's going to find out.
Bam.
You and
Lead
everyone
heads.
listening.
Can I get sloppy seconds?
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll Skype you in and you can be a part of it.
Oh, hey, there we go.
How about that?
Yeah, man.
I like that.
Hells yeah. We'll just get a big group and do the grand announcement, the grand release. Hell yeah. I'm down with that.
I like it.
So, and another thing, we're not, Sven.
Poor Sven is sitting over there
Sven,
going,
he's
holy
like,
crap, I got to follow
you
that.
You just got to jump in, man. You got to cut people off, interrupt.
Sometimes, when you're in your lane, and sometimes, when you're out, and I don't pie corners for a living or anything like that. I like pie, but I don't
I
pie
love
corners. Pie. Blueberry pie or whatever.
Yeah.
But I saw their targets when they were here last year, the first time when they were kind of showing off their early prototypes. And it was one of those, I do product design for a living, and I went, son of a bitch, why didn't I think of that? You see it, and you're like, oh, it's one of those. It's such an obvious idea when you see it, but you never thought of it.
The smirk on
You're
Jared's
like,
face right now is awesome, because he's like, heh, sucker, it's mine.
My money.
I beat you to it.
So a funny thing about 6 months ago with the threat downs that we did bring out.
We were just talking about you, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we were.
I got you a plug-in.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Always a good thing.
UTM in the house.
Yep.
UTM just showed up. But 6 months ago when we were here with the threat down prototypes, those were handmade prototypes. So literally it was us in the office with an eyedropper filling up each of those individual cells. And it's a process, and you got to put a metal tape over that, and then you got to put another layer of tape on it, and then you got to glue it in the exact same spot. I mean, it looked 99% like the actual product. But let me tell you, we made 40 of them, and I think it probably took like 120 man-hours to make those. I mean, it was brutal.
But then they were gone in an hour, right?
And they were gone in an hour, but man, it was fun to shoot. I prefer how we manufacture now. It's much more efficient.
Yes.
Better use of my time, too.
So we're just joined by, it's Tony, right?
Yep.
Lambraia?
That close enough.
I always screw it up, Lambraia.
Yeah, it's common spelling. Lambraia.
Get up on that thing. Get up on that thing.
It's the common spelling, Lambraia.
Lambraia.
Yeah.
Welcome in, man. Welcome back to the Talking Lead Show. We had Tony on at the last year's shot, or this year's SHOT Show, earlier in January.
Yep.
And you guys seen our YouTube videos that we did shooting their awesome ammo. I f***ed up and said the S word again, but quickly corrected myself.
We forgive you. Don't worry about it.
All right, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Well, later today, Tony and I were going to use UTM, and we're going to shoot the UTM at the threat down to see how that performs. We'll let you know.
Yeah, no, definitely let me know. Whatever I'm doing, I want to get videos of that.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're
we're excited about it because we've got a couple of places. We got that place in Vegas I told you about.
Well, I was there. Yeah.
So we set up, and I'd love to get their targets in there, and if everything
Absolutely.
works out,
That's what we were talking about. I mean, it would go perfect with your product. Man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, create a little more interaction, a little more 360 stuff. So
yeah,
it's always good. So looking forward to it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Now, another thing I want to bring up is we are fellow members of VFOB, Triumph Systems and Talking Lead, and as the veteran family of brands. And that is another awesome, huge network that's just like you guys. I mean, it's just unbelievably growing and taking off and morphing into a lot more than what they had anticipated. But I'm sure that's had a lot to do with you guys with your launch too, huh?
Yeah, VFOB, we are proudly affiliated with the VFOB, the Veteran Family of Brands, and think of it as a collection of soldiers turned accidental businessmen like myself, and we've teamed up. Where there's numbers, there's power. So right. It's Triumph Systems. And it's Marcus Luttrell's Team Never Quit Ammunition.
Yeah. Axelson Tactical.
Frontier
Tactical is a part of it. And I mean, there's
about a dozen or so.
Yeah.
Reaper Outdoors with Ron Bellin. Right. And, Dwight Settle at SEAL 1. So it's just a collection of brands. We're all like-minded. We're all veterans. And, we know the importance of training. And we all, being managers of violence, as soldiers, we understand that training good training can save your life, is what I'm trying to say.
And others, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we're bringing
the great thing about VFOB is you don't have to be a veteran as long as you support veterans. You heavily employ veterans. There's a vetting process that you have to go through to become a member. But, they're growing. You don't have to be just in the firearms industry. You sell toothpaste. Their goal ultimately is to bring these companies together that are like-minded, like you said, and know that the money that they're spending is going to support our veterans. So if you want to buy toothpaste, like I said, you want to buy a mattress, you want to buy ammo, you want to buy your targets, you feel good that when you're buying that, that money is going, maybe ancillary, not directly, but, maybe it's a company that strongly donates to a veteran, charity or organization.
Yeah.
The money's going to help our veterans, our military, our law enforcement, fire departments, EMTs. It's a great concept, man. I love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways
jumped on board. Yeah.
There's a lot of ways to give back as a corporation through employing veterans, through donating directly to, vetted 501c3s. And so that's the other part. We feel it's a corporate responsibility to give back to those who have literally risked life and limb and oftentimes come back maimed. Right. So as corporations, we have to be thoughtful of that, and it's our turn to give back to them.
Absolutely, yeah. And then VFOB has made that platform for more people to get involved.
Yep.
Yeah.
Earlier we were talking about this. The training part of it too is that they asked why are we actually releasing the UTM that was only available for military and law enforcement previously. And they said, well, why are you now releasing this to, the civilian populace? And, in this day and age, I think I heard Dave Grossman one time talk about, his son and when he was overseas. And he said, his son's only words were, protect my family here.
Right.
I'm going to be abroad and I'm going to be doing other things. And we've all served and, been abroad. And we hope that other people here that are responsible, gun owners are out there actually protecting
Absolutely.
our family.
Yeah.
And so, UTM wants to provide something that they can do and put them in an environment where they can train and actually shoot 360 and do the things that they need to do. Most people buy a gun and they put it in the drawer and they don't actually get a chance to shoot.
Yeah.
And,
stick it in their purse, or
yeah.
they buy the gun and they think that's all I need, but
no, and it's
far from it.
Now they have ability to actually do that.
Christine Zador, owner of the San Joaquin firing range in Linden, California, was on the show last week. And, that was the thing that you're talking about, is like, why would you give somebody a gun? A lot of people will give somebody a gun, happy birthday, happy anniversary, something like that. But, it doesn't go beyond that. If you're going to do that, also attach some training courses with that. Say, with your gun, you also get a course over here at our local, defensive firearm trainer,
right.
Something like that.
Self-protection is not just a privilege and a right, it's a responsibility.
It's huge responsibility. Yeah.
Well, and that's why if you look at it, UTM as well as, some of the other companies that are out there right now, they're putting out realistic targets like you guys. I think it's great. It gives them the experience and understanding of what they're really doing. When they pull the trigger and they see, one of your packets breaking, now they can understand a little bit more about what they're really doing and not just shooting paper.
Right.
So it puts it into a little bit more reality, and I think that
gives a better visual.
Yeah, it's critical, absolutely critical to do that. Stress inoculation, 360-degree environments, that's, those are all critical parts that, us as military and law enforcement, we know that that's been critical for our training, and now it's, it's time to pass on some of that.
Right. Why shouldn't the civilians be trained, just like the law enforcement, the military guys? If they're going to take on that responsibility, that's part of the responsibilities. They've got to get trained and learn how to properly use their firearms and safety.
One last thing you commented on as far as the business owners and responsible business owners, and a lot of our military guys, a lot of friends are coming back and they're trying to make it in the industry, and it's very difficult because they're excellent trainers, they're great shooters, they're awesome people, but they don't have that business sense, and it's very, very difficult.
Yeah,
to do that. They come back and they have a world of knowledge, they have great ideas, but getting patents,
they don't know what to do with or how to apply that.
It's hard, man. It's really, really difficult, and I think we have to look out for each other and try and make sure that we are giving each other assistance and guidance.
And VFOB helps with that also. Yeah, definitely. So if you guys know a veteran out there that is looking for a job, shoot me an email and I'll put you in touch with Casey over at VFOB. He can help you out. Very cool. You guys got anything else you want?
I think it's about time to go shoot.
I think so. Yeah, yeah. Definitely.
I know we've
because tomorrow's not we don't know what tomorrow's going to be.
We don't. That hurricane's
may not be
coming.
Here tomorrow. It's on its way.
Another day of the balls hot.
What's his name? Matthew.
Let's go shoot
Hurricane
Matthew. Let's go shoot Matthew.
Let's do it. All right, guys. Did you want to talk about anything else?
No, I'm good. I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks for being on again, man. Are you going to be at SHOT?
I will be.
Now, speaking of SHOT Show, VFOB is having a try it before you buy it event at SHOT Show. It's going to be that Sunday and Monday.
Yes.
Right? You guys going to be there?
We will be there in some form or fashion.
Some form or
fashion. We will absolutely be there.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So definitely we'll see you there, right?
Absolutely. We'll see you there.
And then we're going to come do that video when you guys do that.
Yeah.
So,
sounds good.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll let you know before we shoot UTM at Threat Downs.
Sweet.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Marty.
Real quick, social medias, websites.
Yes, so Triumph Systems, the website is triumph-systems.com, and just throw that in your search box on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and we will pop up.
Yep. They've got the cool little Captain America shield, his old-style Captain America shield-looking logo there. That's the way I like to describe it. Captain America, baby.
All good.
Hit your social medias there, Tony.
UTM Worldwide. Just go to UTM Worldwide, and you'll be able to pull it up. And
I love that.
Tony Lambraia, and you'll be able to pull up some of the YouTube videos. And there's a ton of stuff out there. So do some research on Ultimate Training Munitions, and you'll be good to go.
Well, you can go to our YouTube channel and watch our videos that we did with Tony.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Go shoot.
It's good seeing you.
Thanks, Marty.
See you in a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Sven.
Hey, I'm still here. I'm the quiet guy in the corner.
You have patiently been waiting. We appreciate that.
That's okay. Sometimes, as much as you're in this, I've been in this industry for, some years. Sometimes you really want to listen to what people are saying.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't necessarily have anything to add.
These guys are
absorbing
both,
a lot of
UTM and Triumphs both. I mean, they're awesome.
Yeah, which
awesome
are
products.
UTM, they're munitions, and even the targets. It's new stuff, and it's really interesting to hear about it, and also VFOB and everything like that. Which, as much as I've been in this industry, you learn something new every day.
Yeah,
so.
That's right. And that's the great thing about these events is it brings together different people, all walks of life. All right, guys. So as you heard there toward the end, Sven got cut off. We lost power, so the hurricane was slowly catching up to us. But we're going to be back with Sven in another episode here in the next couple episodes, and you guys can learn more about Manticore Arms. And as you heard a lot from Jared with Triumph Systems, Jared and Jerry, they kind of drown out our other guest, which was Kevin from Gear and Guns Review. So I wanted to give Kevin an opportunity to get on and talk too. So we've got Kevin on the line now. Kevin, welcome in.
What's going on, brother? How are you?
Doing good, man. Hear you're out playing, having fun today.
Yeah, I'm out here at the International SWAT Roundup down here in Central Florida.
Sweet.
Pretty cool event. We're getting to be able to hang out with people from St. Martin's, Switzerland. There's a couple of Brazilian teams and a bunch of actual SWAT teams from all over the United States. So it's a really cool event. You see a lot of new products coming out of the Leo department. I got my hands on something that I had to sign a NDA on because it's getting released at SHOT Show, but we're going to be filming that at SHOT Show.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, you can disclose it here.
Yeah, right. In front of millions of people. No, I made it special. I mean, it's really cool because you see a lot of new products from people, and you get to have you get to talk to people that are not just there trying to sell stuff. They're just trying to push products. So you can get some really cool information out here. And the really cool thing about it is it's open to the public. So if people want to come down and, it's the 35th annual, so they have this down here every year. So it's pretty cool. You can come down here and watch all these great, amazing SWAT teams work really, really hard. And,
I got invited by our sponsors, Frontier Tactical. I know they're there. I just couldn't work it into my schedule. I'm kicking myself in the ass because I would love to be there right now. It sounds like a blast. Now another cool thing
Marty,
is
you'd be in absolute heaven.
You get to see these SWAT guys in action. You get to actually watch them in competition doing their things. Describe some of the competitions that they're running through.
So right now they're doing their endurance competition. It's officer down. They base everything off scenarios. So on the first day, they have a blind thing where they basically walk into a barricaded subject and have to come up and formulate a plan in about 30 minutes and execute. Today, they are doing the officer down and then the obstacle course. So pretty much what you would normally see as far as an obstacle course. With the officer down, they're running through the woods, getting their heart rates up, and then having to rappel down a couple of different things, moving into a shooting piece of it, moving from there into a rope sling, where they basically have to sling one of their SWAT members on there where he can't move, he has to act lifeless, kick him over a nice little pond, which of course some people are not used to ropes, and we've seen a lot of wet officers. So it's a really cool event. They have a couple of shoot house stuff coming up, some long range stuff, but overall it's really cool. And as far as if you wanted to come see what the SWAT is all about, come out here. It's an awesome time.
Now, are these teams, especially the ones from the foreign countries, are they using their actual equipment that they use, or are they having to adapt to equipment that's provided to them?
No, they're actually coming in here. We've seen a couple of different firearms that we were not normal to see in the United States because they're here on a competition.
That's what I was getting at. Seeing the different equipment.
License to come in. They get to come in. They only have a certain amount of time they can be here. With that setup, just because they are a foreign entity. It's the same thing when you go to International Sniper and you see, different rifles that we would not normally see in the States show up and they're able to compete. So it's kind of nice because it gives those guys the ability to shoot their own firearms, but at the same time, we're behind the curve on certain things that are overseas where guys are just literally just ripping through some targets and they're just like, well, I wish I could have that.
Yeah, and that was kind of my point in asking that question. What are you seeing? What's some cool stuff that these foreign guys are using that you're seeing, guns and gear-wise?
I'm seeing a lot of carbines, a lot of 9mm, 10mm, and 45 stuff. Seeing a couple Chris Vectors. We've seen like full auto Chris Vectors. Saw a couple of AUGs. The big thing right now, because of this competition day, is we're seeing a lot of really cool long range guns. I've seen regular Remington 700s, but I've also seen full, Accuracy International 338 Lapuas out here.
Nice.
So it's really interesting to see the difference in equipment based on how people are actually, enforcing and doing their tactical team setups. So it's pretty cool. It's insane how many different tactics and gear these guys use.
Yeah. Now, are you going to have an opportunity to actually interact or get to interview any of these guys, any of the competitors?
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things that we're out here for is we're going to be putting together a video for the YouTube channel, which is Gear and Gun Reviews. If you search that on YouTube, you'll find it. We're going to put together a quick video kind of covering the whole event. We're going to try to talk to some of the different departments, both foreign and domestic, just to kind of see what they think of the whole competition. There's a couple of first-timers, and there's, of course, like Houston, Dallas. The Dallas SWAT guys are out here, and they're big-time competitors out here, and they've been out here for pretty much ever. So it'd be good to kind of talk to all those guys. But we'll definitely have a video up for Gear and Gun Reviews on YouTube here probably the next week or so.
Very cool. You guys make sure you check out Kevin's YouTube channel and check out those videos. Now, you've probably got several from the Big 3 East as well, right?
Yeah, I think we ended up producing about 17 different videos from Big 3 East fall. Yeah, we were hustling, man. We stayed and weathered the hurricane and kind of got through everything, so that was good.
Good deal. Yeah, I know a lot of people were, trying to cram everything in, and I know I didn't get to the range, but I mean, total, I probably got to spend 20 minutes at the range while I was there. So
that sucks.
I didn't get a lot of video, so I'm pushing our listeners to other people's YouTube channels that got some great coverage of it, like yourself.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one of the great things about our community is we're not trying to fight each other about coverage. I, of course, am an avid listener to Talking Lead.
Well, thank you.
And usually when I get around people and I can talk to guys, it's like, well, hey, what kind of gun podcast do you like? I'm like, Talking Lead. There is no other podcast. So it's one of those things, man. I was able to go out and shoot a ton and get a lot of video and really push that. But yeah, I mean, there's also things that I didn't get to talk to manufacturers that you did. So, of course, it's kind of one of those, you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the great thing about our community, and the media part of it is there's not a lot of competition. I mean, as far as trying to compete with one another, everybody's more than willing to, like, if you missed an interview or you don't have a connection with these people, then, I'm more than happy to hook you up with them and make the introductions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that's what makes our industry kind of one of the good industry when you're talking about gun media people is you get a lot of, hey, do you happen to know anybody at X company, and somebody will go, yeah, I know that guy, here's his email, and we connect up, and it usually works out really, really well. Yeah,
absolutely. And now you guys also have the social medias. You're on the Facebooks and the Instagrams. You're doing all that as well. What do you have a website also?
I do not have a website. The only reason I don't have a website is I push a lot of stuff through Facebook and Instagram, and of course our main driver, which is YouTube. So we're looking to expand. We've got some things in the work for SHOT Show, so we might be calling you back, Marty, and talking about a cool little giveaway that we're going to be doing upcoming for SHOT Show. So once we kind of get some stuff in place, we might be moving on to a website. But in all reality, it's really easy. If you search us on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube for Gear and Gun Reviews, look for me, the Fluffy Gun Guy, and please subscribe. It would help us out a lot.
So how long have you been into the YouTube? How long have you been doing it?
I originally was a professional videographer and photographer and produced a lot of other videos in the automotive world. And then as far as being for Gear and Gun Reviews, I've actually only been doing Gear and Gun Reviews since December of last year.
Okay. So you're relatively new.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing great. We just cracked the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is amazing for us. I never knew it would happen that fast. And we're gaining more and more subscribers every day. I think last time I checked it, we're at right over 1,100, so we've gained almost 200 subscribers in the last month. So it's been absolutely awesome, and the support of the community has been outrageous, and it's insane how amazing the actual community is.
Yeah, and especially lead heads. Now that they know that you're a lead head, they're going to go and check out your videos. Lead heads, when you go, leave a comment on there. Say Leadhead was here. Support Kevin. I mean, he's got some great content out there, and he's one of those go-getters. He's always at these events. He's at a lot of things that I can't attend a lot of times. So maybe we can bring Kevin on as maybe our man on the street reporter, and he can call in and give us some cool coverage of some of these events like he's at right now.
Oh yeah, man, I'm absolutely down. And if you want to, I'm going to be going out to SHOT Show and all that other crazy stuff. So
yeah, I'll be there. We'll be there.
I'm definitely gonna have to pick you out for a beer and maybe flip onto that SHOT Show podcast, brother.
Absolutely. Now we're going to be set up. I don't know if you know. Did you go last year to SHOT Show?
I did. I was there. It was actually pretty crazy how we got in.
Yeah, I think I saw you there, right? Didn't we see each other there?
Yep, that was actually the first place you and I met.
Yeah. That's
the
right.
The romance has bloomed ever since.
That's right. And we're going to be set up in that same room that we're normally in. It's in between the exhibit halls, our little secret squirrel room. So we'll make sure to keep in touch and get you in there, and we'll get you on the air and get your, because I'm in that room like 24/7, so it's hard for me to get out on the floor also at SHOT Show to get the videos.
I have no problem walking around for you.
Yeah, so we might collaborate on something like that at SHOT Show. But
sounds good, brother. Well,
appreciate you.
Speaking of walking around, I'm gonna have to get going. We've got the competition getting ready to start for one of the new entries, and the St. Martin's guys from the Bahamas are getting ready to run. So I think it'd be interesting to watch those guys. Awesome.
We'll make sure we check out your YouTube channel and see the coverage of the.
It's the International SWAT Competition. It's the 35th annual. If you guys just type in any kind of Google channel or anything like that, you type in International SWAT Competition, you'll see links to their website. And you can go up there if you guys are big supporters of the Blue community like we are, both at Gear and Gun Reviews, and I know Marty at Talking Lead, who's a big Blue Line guy.
Absolutely.
It's one of those things is buying a shirt, donating to those guys because they do help fallen officers and do a lot for the SWAT and police community.
Very cool. Kevin, we're going to let you get back to the coverage. Tell everybody we said hey out there. Go by and see our buddy Nate over at Frontier and tell him he just missed out on a good interview.
Yeah, I will make sure to rub it in his face.
Yeah.
By the way, Marty, what shirt are you? What size are you, brother? Because I'm definitely going to snatch one of these shirts up for you, man.
Oh, sweet, man. Large.
My man. Maybe we'll even snatch up a shirt and maybe give it away to your lead head.
Okay, that sounds good, man. We'll in preparation for your SHOT Show announcement, we'll build up to that.
Sounds good to me, man.
All right, brother. Appreciate it.
Take care, Marty. Have a good day.
All right, guys. So Kevin is there in Orlando covering that SWAT event. Really wish that I could be there. It sounds like it's an awesome event. So hopefully next year I'll get out there for that one. There's just so many different freaking shows and events to go to. Just holy cow, I don't have the time. But anyway, so like I was saying, next show or two we're going to get Sven from Manticore Arms. And we're going to have Nikon and AAC on the show as well with Sven. So that's coming up. We're going to do our part 2 with Tim from the Military Arms Channel and CJ with Big 3 East. And Wolf Ammo will be joining us during that interview. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, Leadheads. The Black Friday show, make sure you guys are checking your download sources, your download feeds where you listen to the podcast, where you listen to the show. Thanksgiving Day is when we're going to drop the special Black Friday, Cyber Monday show. So you guys can go out and find some great deals on guns, gears, and accessory that you guys are looking for. So let's thank our sponsors, Nordic Components. Check them out at nordiccomp.com. Cobalt Kinetics, cobaltkinetics.com. Frontier Tactical, frontiertactical.com. Dipstick Hydrographics, dip123.com. Our newest sponsor, of course, Modern Spartan Systems. You heard earlier in the episode, Marcus Kahn. We welcome Modern Spartan Systems back to our family of sponsors. Check them out at modernspartansystems.com. X-Steel Targets.
X-Steel Targets.
For all your AR-500 steel target needs, get in touch with those guys at xsteeltargets.com. multicampattern.com. Keltec, check them out at keltecweapons.com. And of course, Glock, which is the official handgun carry of Left Hand of Talking Lead. Rocking my Glock 27 and my Glock 23. Still haven't got my 23 back yet, so I feel a little naked without that, but I am having some work done to that, and once I get that back, I will make sure to let you guys know and post the pics and whatnot to social medias. I think you're going to like it. And make sure you guys go and support Mission 22 at mission22.com. And, of course, the guys over at Sheepdog Impact Assistance, sheepdogIA.org. That's it for this week, Leadheads. As always, keep your loved ones close and keep those firearms closer, Leadheads. Do it and get trained.